Good morning, friends. We are studying figures of speech in English. As last day we have studied simile, metaphor and personification. What is meant by simile, what is meant by metaphor and what is meant by personification. Difference between simile and metaphor as we have studied. Personification is very easy to understand. And today we are going to learn about antithesis, alliteration and climax. So student, we are going to focus on such figures of speech that will be important to our board exam and it's easy to understand. Antithesis, my dear friends, you have to concentrate here. First figures of speech is antithesis. The meaning is there, antithesis. My dear friends, anti means opposite and thesis means ideas. Now you have got antithesis means opposite and thesis means ideas. When there are opposite ideas, easily we can say antithesis. Express two contrasting or opposite ideas. Antithesis means nothing but two opposite. There should be two ideas, two opposite ideas or contrast thing, then easily we can say the figures of speech is antithesis. Antithesis in Marathi virodhabas. तिथं विरोधाभास असला पाहिजे. We are going to study with the examples also are there. Examples are there. So what is means by antithesis? Antithesis is nothing but it is two contrasting ideas or two opposite ideas are placed there, then easily we can say the figures of speech is antithesis. And you have got, I told you very simple thing, that is antithesis, the meaning is included in that figures of speech. That is anti means opposite and thesis means idea. So both ideas are showing contrast things or two ideas showing there that is opposite. So we can say the figures of speech is antithesis. In board exam, such type of examples will be there as I have told you, and you have to find out figures of speech. My dear friends, I have underlined here, but in board exam there will not be any kind of underline. So by practicing we have to decide there what type of figures of speech is used in that particular sentence line by that particular poet. So antithesis means express two contrasting or opposite, जिथं दोन विरोधी गोष्टी असतात अशा कल्पना जिथं मांडलेल्या असतात तिथं विरोधाभास हा अलंकार होतो. Am I right? So antithesis means anti means opposite and thesis means ideas. When two opposite ideas are placed in single sentence, then easily we can say the figures of speech is antithesis. So first example is here, many are called, but few are chosen. First example is here, many are called but few are chosen. Example is very easy to understand. I underline both words. First word is there, that is many. Many means lot of, more than two. Many are called but few are chosen. Means the both words showing here contrast, many and few. So the figures of speech is antithesis. Another example I have used here. When the funds are low, we are talking about money. When the funds are low, having low money and debts are high, you know very well that I am having low money and my debts, debts are high, very high. So the low and high, both words shows us contrast. Opposite ideas are there. Day and night, opposite things are there. So my dear friends, there should be totally contrast, not similar thing. South and north, east and west. These things showing contrast. In my second example, I told you when the funds are low, low means very short and the dates are very high. So the low and high both things shows us, both words shows us there is a contrast between two things, that is low and high. And so both words tells us the figures of speech is antithesis. My dear friends, I think you have understood that all these things about antithesis. Second one is alliteration. So what is means by alliteration? Already I have written here. When sounds are repeated in a sentence for pleasing rhythm. When sounds are repeated in a sentence for pleasing rhythm. So another word I would like to tell you about alliteration. Alliteration is nothing but a repetition of sound. My dear friends, you have to remember, I am not talking about word, I am talking about sound, alphabet. Not I used here word, I am using here if the sound. If if particular word is repeated, then repetition is there, that is a figures of speech. If I said here only the particular sound, alphabet, that is V is repeated here, V sound is repeated here, so the figures of speech is alliteration. Alliteration, it's very easy to understand, very very simple thing in figures of speech. I think that very simplest thing that we can identify alliteration. So there is no required to study for alliteration. Alliteration, it's very easy to identify. And what is easy? Then alliteration is nothing but it's repetition of sound. If the sounds are repeated, then easily by closing the eyes we can say the figures of speech is alliteration. Am I right? So I have used here example. I celebrate the virtues and vices. Such particular examples I have taken from our textbook. And so first example is here that I celebrate the virtues and vices. Both things showing here V and V. V sound and V sound is used by poet for getting rhythm, for pleasing. He has used such type of language in his poem. So I celebrate the virtues and vices. In the word virtues, I underline here W. In the word vices, I underline the word the sound is here V. V sound and V sound I repeated here, so I underlined that V sound. So the figures of speech is alliteration. Am I right? Second example is there. Its trunk had a circumference of 50 feet. So is there a study to understand alliteration? I think that it's not required to study of alliteration. Easily we have to remember here, if the particular sound is repeated there, repeated means there should be more than 2 times. If there is used a single time, how can we say that repeated? So there should be more than 2 times, then easily we can say the figures of speech is alliteration. Okay. Its trunk had a circumference of 50 feet. So I underline here F and I underline here F. 50, I underline here F. Feet, I underline here F. So the F used by poet for getting rhythm, and so the figures of speech is alliteration. What type of figures of speech he has used in his poem? Alliteration, because of particular sound is repeated there. Am I right? So we have seen here 2 examples. First example is there, that is I celebrate the virtues and vices. You can you can use this such type of example in our exam also. So I celebrate the virtues and vices. In the word virtues I underline V. In the word vices I underline V. So V sound is repeated there. So that's why the figures of speech is alliteration. In another example I used here, its trunk had a circumference of 50 feet. F and F sound is repeated there. So the figures of speech is alliteration. Got it? Okay. Third one is here climax. Climax figures of speech. And what is means by climax? Very simple thing is there, definition is there. The ideas or words are arranged in ascending order. When there are ideas and words, that ideas and words are arranged in ascending order. If there is ascending order of that words or ideas, then easily we can say the figures of speech is climax. My dear student, it's very simple thing. Figures of speech, there is not difficulty, but we have to concentrate on that content. So, climax, it's easy, I said. So the words and ideas are arranged in ascending order. Ascending order, चढत्या क्रमाने त्या गोष्टी सांगितलेल्या असतात आणि त्यावेळेला जो फिगर्स ऑफ स्पीच होतो तो म्हणजे क्लायमॅक्स. त्याला मराठीमध्ये रसोत्कर्ष अलंकार म्हणतात. जिथं रसाचा उत्कर्ष झालेला असतो असा अलंकार रसोत्कर्ष अलंकार, ज्याला इंग्लिशमध्ये क्लायमॅक्स असं म्हटलं जातं. आणि the definition of that climax, then words or ideas are arranged in ascending order, so the figures of speech is a climax. So I used here example. He is my friend, my advisor and my inspiration. My dear friends, what type of things he has used for his friend? He said he is my friend. Another thing, not only friend but also he is my advisor. Another thing, so many things he has mentioned for the particular person. So that order or ideas are arranged in ascending order. So the figures of speech is climax. What is the example? He is my friend. First thing he has told us. Another, he is my advisor. Another thing, he is my inspiration. So many things he has included in single sentence for a particular person. So the figures of speech is climax here. Second example I used here, on wedding nights. On wedding nights, they enjoy liquor with dance and drum. So what is the thing? On wedding ceremony, on wedding nights, they enjoyed with the liquor, you know very well that, liquor and dance and drum. So many activities included there, and so that's why that ideas, are there in ascending order. So the figures of speech is climax. My dear friends, we have to remember here, we were studying about figures of speech. First, we were studying about antithesis. And what is means by antithesis? Antithesis is nothing but the particular definition we have got in that particular figures of speech. Anti means opposite, thesis means ideas. When two ideas are showing contrast, when two ideas are showing when express two contrasting ideas or contrasting or opposite ideas are there. So my friends, I am going to tell you two things are there and that are showing contrast. So we can say the figures of speech is antithesis. And examples also here given. Many are called. So many people were there, but very few people were chosen there. So important thing is there, many and few. So the both things shows us contrast. So figures of speech is antithesis. Another one is alliteration. I told you alliteration is very easy to understand. Alliteration is nothing but it is a repetition of sound. My dear friends, we have to remember here sound. I have not said here, I have not used here word. If I said here word, then the figures of speech is repetition. I said here when figures of speech, alliteration is nothing but it's a repetition of sound, then we can say the figures of speech is alliteration. I used here example, that is I celebrate the virtues and vices. In that sentence, V sound is repeated there. You can see here, I underline that V sound, and so V sound is repeated there. So figures of speech is alliteration. In another sentence, truck had a circumference of 50 feet. In the word 50 and feet, so I underline there for sound F and F. So F and F for showing for the getting rhythm or pleasing, writer poet has used there. So the figures of speech is alliteration. And third was there that climax, whenever ideas are they are in their ascending order. So we can say that the figures of speech is climax. So examples are there, that is, he is my friend, my advisor, and my inspiration. Another example is there, on the wedding nights they enjoyed the liquor with dance and drum. So such type of figures of speech we have studied here. Okay, thank you very much.